No, nada, vine bien, saludable, mentalmente, espiritualmente, físicamente, estoy bien. El campamento era pues casi perfecto.
Perfecto. Bueno, tu estilo siempre se ha caracterizado también por el control, por la paciencia y la inteligencia. ¿Tú sientes que hoy en el octágono fue este reflejo de cómo has madurado profesionalmente también?
Sí, la verdad que sí, honestamente pienso que antes venía bien acelerada, los nervios, y esta vez pues demostré la paciencia más que nada. Sí había momentos donde me quería acelerar y mi equipo me decía calmada, ten paciencia, calmada, me estaban recordando, entonces muy contenta.
Y bueno, con esta victoria sobre una rival como Vivian Araujo, ¿cuál es el mensaje que Tracy Cortés está mandando a la división?
Que sigo aquí, que aunque no gané mi última pelea contra la Rose, estoy aquí y estoy mejorando y estoy lista más que nada.
Bueno, y también contarnos un poco qué está sucediendo hoy por hoy con la peleadora argentina Ailín Pérez. Vemos mucho movimiento en redes. Tal vez tú te animarías a subir a las 135 para tener un combate con ella.
Ahorita yo no estoy aquí para hablar por cosas que no importan.
Muchas gracias, Tracy.
Some of these obviously repeats, but you're good. Welcome back to the win column. I guess just what are the emotions now after a hard-fought win like that?
I'm not too happy with my performance. I was trying to finish it within that first round. My coaches, I mean, I had them right there in my corner. They were telling me to be patient, let it go. When I had that guillotine, wanted to finish that second round, but I just didn't. I wanted a submission. I wanted to finish, but unfortunately didn't get it. So.
I mean, the broadcast was, all praise on your performance. They had a lot of moments in there that maybe they hadn't seen from you. Facing adversity in there, and I think they kept using the word poison there. Like Tracy would smoke poison, I've seen her in the past. So I guess just, you might not have been happy with it, but I guess in hindsight, just how do you think that fight played out compared to expectations? And then a lot of people, like the broadcast, seemed surprised at how good you actually looked.
Well, I mean, I'm just, as an athlete, I am my worst critic. Like, it's just who I am. Like, I want better for myself. I want to prove to myself, not the world, to myself. I went in there in my head telling myself, okay, I'm a submitter with the first or second round. So the fact that I knew I was going to win, but the fact that I didn't win at the way that I wanted to win bothers me. Nevertheless, I still came out with the W, and I'm happy, but ready to go back into the gym. I mean, I'm healthy, so I'll be in the gym Monday morning, bettering my skills.
I was going to ask, I guess, when do you want to compete again? Because we haven't seen you in a while. Obviously, whenever you fight around this time, people assume you're going to be put on a no-chip card. So I guess, is that something you would want, or do you want to get back in there sooner?
Absolutely. That is a card that I'm really excited about. Whoever they throw at me, I want to fight the best. I want to be the best. So, so all the flyweights bring it.
The first time you and I spoke, I think, was at Combate Americas all the way back in Phoenix.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And all the questions were about your brother and Contender Series and all that. And, now you've got wins over Aaron Blanchfield, Jasmine Jasnovic, who are on this tear. I guess, do you feel like you've gotten the respect from your peers and the fans and media, or is that just something that you don't even think about and just kind of learn that?
I really don't think about it. I think my work speaks for itself. It's not something that just is in the back of my mind. I think my record speaks for itself, with the names, but it's not something that I'm eager to prove to the world that I belong here now. I mean, I'm here. I'm here, and I just beat the number 8. So.
And then I have to ask about, your post-fight interview you did in Spanish. Back in Phoenix, it's been a little bit of some turmoil over there. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Central Phoenix. So I guess I think a lot of people were surprised, maybe not surprised, that someone spoke out like that when they had the platform. So why did you feel it was so important to kind of put out that message like that?
A lot of my fans are Mexicans. It's the Latin community. It is someone that I represent very much to my core, and I think it would be almost coward-like if I didn't speak on something. You know, I want the support from what I call mi gente, la raza. I want their support, and I represent the Mexican flag as well as the U.S. flag, and I think it's only right for me to speak on it. I haven't been able to because I've been very focused on this fight, and I was just waiting for the right opportunity, and I felt it in my heart, and I just want everyone to know that I don't know if I am qualified to speak on such a sensitive topic, but nevertheless, I could be a voice. I could be a voice, and I'm here.
Well, you are a voice, you know, you can't say that enough. From experience, it means a lot.
Thank you.
Tracy, back here. Congratulations. Tracy, you know, obviously a long layoff, about 11 months. Just can you talk a little bit about the process of having to sit out for so long, obviously dealing with the injuries and just having to keep your morale up? Because obviously you got to see everyone else compete and you know you're waiting on the sideline.
My health was a lot more important than my career at the time, a few months ago. I was going through something that was extremely scary, especially because cancer runs in my family. So I took that time, and I have such a great support system. My family was there for me. So I never felt like I was really lacking, because although I was going through some health issues, I was still in the gym. I wasn't training, but my coaches were getting me out the house every time we go in the gym, and my pastors that were there for me as well a lot. So.
Can you, and if you don't want to get into what exactly was going on, I respect that, but can you talk about maybe that moment where you're like, you know, I'm ready to take a fight and be offered a fight, and reach out to the manager in the UFC about actually getting a match on the books?
Yeah, so as soon as I got healthy, I told my manager and I told my coaches, I was actually in Brazil, and I was like, I'm ready to fight, oh my God, I'm so ready to fight. And then that's when I started having a lot of issues when I was in Brazil. So then I flew back into the States because I was getting really scared. And then I was in the States, I had my surgeries, and then what happened? I got healthy, and I've been trying to get a fight since January. I was trying to get a fight since January, and I just couldn't get booked. I mean, my manager's back there. I was like calling him every day, like, dude, what's going on? Like, book me a fight. And he finally booked me a fight for this night, and I couldn't be more excited. I've never fought or attended International Fight Week, so it was really cool.
There are a lot of top flyweights, and it feels like a lot of the contenders are waiting probably for Weili to fight Valentina. Is there someone you have on your mind that you would like to be booked as everyone's waiting for the title fight?
There's a few names. There's obviously I'm a respectful person, and I know that there's people. The women have been competing while I've been out, so there's that. But whoever they put in front of me, I'm ready. I want to be the best, and for me to be the best, I got to compete with the best, and I just have to keep winning. And whoever they put in front of me, I'll be ready.
She brought it up in her post-fight, so I'd just like to frame it like this. Would you like to set the record straight on what happened between you and Eileen back in LA in January?
I mean, are we here to talk about my win or irrelevant? What are we doing here?
Fair enough, congrats.
Thank you.
Tracy over here. You're somebody who wears your emotions on your sleeve.
Yeah.
Lately you've been a lot more vocal about what you've been going through the good and bad. What made you so comfortable sharing that and inspiring the public?
Sorry, repeat that again? I'm so sorry.
You're someone who wears your emotions on your sleeve. You have a lot more recently. What made you so comfortable to share that and inspire the public?
Inspired by what I said?
By the way you overcome things.
It's just who I am. It's just, I wear my heart, like you said, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm true to myself. I don't put on the front. I'm me. I show up as me, and I mean, I'm blessed enough to have the love and support from people around the world for just being me. I don't have to put on the front or act like someone I'm not, you know?
Thank you, Tracy. Congrats.
Thank you.